It's one I have mentioned in, I think, a top 10, or top five, a couple of things back.
Okay.
It came out in 2013, and it's called We Are What We Are.
Okay. Yeah.
This movie blew me away when I watched it. It's on the list, but I did not choose it for next season because I'm so far behind picking modern films that I was trying to pick ones that were a little bit that I had seen before this. Anyway,
is this vampire? I hate to interrupt.
no,
Is this vampire? Okay. All right.
no, there is a plot spoiler I could give. It's not.
Well, don't, if you don't want to. Don't do it.
Well, it's easy. I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out. So let's just put it that way.
Okay.
It had been on my personal list for a while. I took advantage to catch it because of that top five we did.
Mhm.
And like I said, it blew me away. It's directed by Jim Mickle. And he's the guy that directed. This is really funny. I keep getting all these Lansdale connections, but he directed an adaptation of Lansdale's novel, Cold in July. I have not seen it. It stars the guy from Dexter. I can't think of his name, Michael something.
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to see it because he went on to adapt the Hap and Leonard series. So this guy's a big Lansdale fan, quite obviously.
Okay.
So there's a Lansdale connection with this movie, even though it's not a Lansdale property. The cast is marvelous. It stars Bill Sage, who I really don't know. He's in that picture behind. He looks a little like our old friend Joe Jackson. He was in Kill Bill, but I don't remember. Amber Childers, do you know her?
That name sounds awfully familiar.
She's the blonde in the picture behind me.
Uh-huh.
Kelly McGillis, who I just mentioned a movie to you the other day that I saw Kelly McGillis in called The Innkeepers, directed by Ty West.
Yep.
She's in it. And a very young Wyatt Russell and Julia Garner are in it. And they are like becoming big stars now.
Okay.
And of course, Kurt Russell is Wyatt Russell's father. The synopsis is: the Parkers, reclusive people who cling to ancient customs, find their secret lives threatened when a torrential downpour and the death of the family matriarch forces daughters Iris and Rose to assume special responsibilities. I read that slow because you could kind of figure things out listening to that. This movie only gets 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. I would bump that up to a solid 90. The suspense is relentless at times, and the ending totally shocked me.
Really? Okay.
I couldn't quit thinking about it for days. I was shouting at the television, just squirming, and I don't know. It's been added to our master list. It's going to be on a season coming up soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't be on the next one, but probably the next one because of rotation. But yeah.
And I still don't know what for some reason, I don't know why I was thinking they were vampires, but I guess they're something else. So
they're a backwoods family.
Okay, then.
And when the flood comes, things start washing up.
Yay. Okay,
Yeah.
Good. There you go. Now we're suddenly, back on the road.
But it's not really like, I don't want to mislead you. It's not the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's got elements of that. It's more like heavy into like religious stuff too. It's wild, man.
There's been a lot of that the past, like, what did you say? How old was this? 10 years?
Yeah, no, it's 2013. Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of those families with dark secret movies, whether it's your wedding night, so we're going to hunt you, or it's, you wake up and you suddenly have a collar around you and you're being most dangerous gamed by some freaking clan or something, so there's been a lot of that.
Or there's a cult that you all of a sudden realize you're being initiated into.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if we as society, as storytellers, were struggling with this kind of what's our place with each other? How do we deal with each other sort of thing? It's interesting, because in times of, financial or societal stress, we go to fantasy films. We go to science fiction or horror or whatever. But it's usually rooted in whatever's scaring or freaking us out or amazing us, sort of thing. So interesting. I'm just curious. Now I've got to watch it, but I don't want to watch it.
If you want to watch it before we cover it, you should, because I think you'll enjoy it. It's crazy. The cast alone carries the movie. I mean, you've got like I switched my background because I didn't know I was going to keep talking about it.
That's okay.
You've got a classic horror movie story, but you've got Julia Garner and Wyatt Russell and that Amber Childers. I mean, you've got great Kelly McGillis, great people in this movie, and that guy that I don't know that plays the father. He's great too. So yeah, it's worth seeing. And I mean, I would watch anything with Julia Garner in it. I think she's fabulous. Yeah. After Ozark, I'm just blown away by her. So yeah.
Well.
Start the car. Johnny has the keys.